Yo, what it do?
What it do? What's good?
We're back at it, man. In the box.
Yeah.
Hey, got my partners in crime, D-Ray the producer, and we got DJ Ron.
What's up? What's up, y'all? Yeah.
I want to know who hit me over the back of the head.
Hey, we both did.
I'm reliving 2020.
Man, it's been that long, man. Wow.
It's been 5 years. Yeah. We dragging you back to the trunk.
Hey, look, man. Hey, Ron, I don't know if you ever met Rico in real life.
No.
They got to be one of the widest dudes I have ever seen.
Oh, he brought
what?
No, man. No, real talk.
Just because you done lost,
hold on.
Just because you done lost all that weight, you want to throw down.
No. I ain't talking about like he's fat or anything. I ain't talking about that. But he's got like this chest. And I just looked at that dude. I was like, boy, if that Negro ever hit me in the chest, let me go ahead and get this dude drunk as possible.
Oh man. Oh wow. Man, no, I haven't met him in real life yet, man.
Good gosh, that's a big dude.
Oh man.
I don't lost some weight, man. I mean, I'm
talking about the bulk. I ain't talking about all of that. You know, I'm talking about that.
Instead of me eating 16 chicken wings, I'm only eating like 8. You know what
I mean? Half of that. Hey, is he as tall as you, D-Ray?
No, D-Ray 6'3", man. I'm 5'8".
Oh yeah, man. You the shortest of the bunch then. Okay.
D-Ray look like a doggone middle linebacker. He like the offensive lineman for the Cleveland Browns.
Wait a minute now.
I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8", no half. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, D-Ray 6'3". Joker taller, don't know what, man. I gotta look up. I had to drive off, man. I don't want to be looking up at no dude, man. You know what I'm saying? With a straight face. Like, yo, you gotta be up here like this, huh? No, dog, that feel funny.
Man, come on.
So I could get some range on me. But no, what's up? So so tonight, man, I'll introduce you guys, man, to Roscoe Hill. Roscoe Hill, we had Roscoe on before. If you don't know Roscoe Hill, Roscoe trained the champ George Foreman. All right. On his comeback, it was Roscoe. That was all Roscoe work. Also, the second feat. Now he don't train a lot of guys, but we talking about notable people that he kind of put on game. Right. Not only did he train George Foreman in his comeback, you know, he still was a trainer at Muhammad Ali era, training Joe Frazier era. So this man, he got some wicked hands, and we're gonna show some videos, and he's gonna show a couple workouts man to do. But he also trained his son, Roscoe Hill Jr. If you know, Roscoe fought at this past year's Olympics. And what did Roscoe place? What did your son place, Roscoe?
He didn't medal. He didn't medal at all. I was.
Oh, he didn't medal. Okay.
And he fought the guy from France. He fought the guy from France. That decision was a little cookie. Let me put it that way. If you look at that, you see who won. I would have told my son to jump on him. Yeah. So he didn't medal, but he was a representative for the Olympic team. Popular one, and he was the fight, so we started him off with. So he was more like the leader of it.
Okay. And I know a lot of people that maybe didn't see our first video that you can kind of, you can go to the site is up now. You can actually go to the site. We got it posted up where you can check it out. Talk to the people about, how you and George clicked up, how you and George came together, how did you, because I know you, because you live here in Houston.
Oh man.
And the champ, and before the champ passed, he was still here. So talk about how you got in contact, or how you and George got close, man.
It really got close. Well, I'm gonna say we started off. I knew George George's brother, Foreman.
Okay.
And he was training at a place that came from the PAA, Progressive Amateur Boxing Association, back then. And they went to go train with Roy Foreman. And they told me, hey, Roy Foreman, George Foreman's brother, why don't you come? So I went over there, and after a few months, once Roy was telling me, hey, Roscoe, my brother opening the gym over here. Well, George was opening the gym to me. I said, oh, yeah. So, of course, I went to that gym. And then this one day, I was in the gym working out like I always do, shadow boxing, and George happened to come in. And he looked at me, shadow boxing, and he said, man, you got it. Wow, you got it. Let me see it again. And he said, man, you know, I lost the heavyweight championship of the world because I didn't jab. And he said, yeah, man. And he just started jabbing. The time went by. A couple weeks later, coming to him, George is in the ring, shadow box. Hey, Roscoe, how you doing? I said, hey, champ, how you doing? He said, I take a swan tour. I'm going to take a swan tour. And I said, what? He said, yep. Yeah, tour and related to like the swan song last dance. Anyway, next thing I know, I seen it on ESPN. George Foreman's coming back. He's going to be fighting. And people were laughing at him and stuff like that. He put me on board as far as
Beautiful.
what he
Beautiful.
done. He started training, learning new training techniques. They was, and we'd go out to training camp. He, Charlie Shots, Archie Moore, myself, we go out to chop trees. And I tell everybody this. I could have sworn, I didn't hear the noise. Guys had chainsaws cutting down those trees so fast. Every time we several hundred yards away from each other, so our tree won't fall in the same area. So you hear the break falling, and they on me, and I was still on my way. And Charlie Shot, over here, Shot was the encyclopedia box. He said, "Bro, let me show you something." And he started chopping my tree little. And George, Charlie, don't chop his tree, let him chop his own tree. So I chop doing that. Now I can chop a tree down real fast. You have to chop the tree in order to, you just chop with it's the way you have to make a beat. When I was initially when I was chopping it, it was, and when they were chopping the trees, chunks were coming out.
So walk us through what chopping the tree is, in case people don't know what that is. Like, break that down. What is chopping the tree?
Oh, what that? Let me do just chopping trees down out in the woods, chopping trees down, and everybody had a tree, and we had to chop. It's like so when I initially go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, what muscles is that? What muscles? What are you working when you chopping the tree down? What is it doing for you as a fighter? Talk us through that.
What snap to your punches? Chopping trees puts snaps, and
nice.
of course make it powerful, but snap puts snap to your punches. A lot of guys try to stop chopping trees by hitting one of those giant sledgehammer or something, but it's not really the same effect as chopping.
Interesting. Wow.
And but yeah. Yep.
You know, I watched that fight. I watched that fight back in '94, and you have explained to me all I needed to know about how Foreman knocked that dude out like that.
Yeah.
That's a. He was. I said I watched the fight when he fought Moore back in '94, and you have explained to me fully how he knocked that boy out like that. You had him out there chopping trees. Got
it.
Right.
Wow, you would never figure something simple like that would have much of a powerful
that's
effect.
When the heads get together. No, that helps. That helps. Arms, legs, that helps, man. You gotta know how to do it. This tiptoeing, some of these gyms, I see a lot of guys tiptoeing through the ladders that are on the floor. It's good for football, but I've never done it. And like I said, I came up with the legends: Charlie Shipes, of course, George, and Angelo Dundee was also in that. And when those guys powwow together, I was all ears listening. And thing is, they were preparing for Michael Moore. Now, most bars, Michael Moore was, and Southpaw is left-handed. You can hit them with a left hook, or hit them with a left hook, straight right hand. What George was doing was driving and kept trying to go a left hook, or kept showing Michael a left hook. When George was waiting to drop that big right hand, and that's what he did.
Lord have mercy.
That was a big right hand, too.
Lord,
that was
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
That through the TV screen. Yeah. Now, were you
right hand? George got a heck of a right.
That's an understatement.
Good God Almighty.
Go ahead, Ron. We use for next
I didn't hear.
Did he freeze? I think he might have froze.
Did you freeze, Ron?
Yeah. He froze. I got a question. We'll just keep going.
Yeah, Ron froze.
No, go ahead, Ron.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think was George's toughest match while you were training him?
I would have to go with Holyfield because that guy could take. Was his toughest match, in my opinion, because that guy could take a punch, he could recover. He could recover quick. That's what kept him in. But those last rounds between him and George, he was smart, just kind of hang on and hold him. But if you could see, George was still throwing punches, and that's why I just want some of these ways to know, especially the champions, Joshua, them to know. Champ kept punching. Something they don't do these days. My question is to these heavyweights. When Champ Holyfield was a quick recoverer. Like I said, 3 rounds can't chill fight. Holyfield was more holding. But my question is to anybody. I hope this get out to a lot of people. Can they tell me why Usyk is up from Ukraine. He was the light heavyweight champion. He decided heavyweight. He beat Anthony Joshua twice. Then he fought Tyson Fury, Dante Wilder twice, and twice. Why? I know. I can show. But I mean, for my, I know what I know. So if it's worth it to you, I can have you throwing twice as you have, just from learning from the legends, Archie Moore, George Foreman, and Dundee. I learned from those guys. Shut up and listen. Was around them. And if you watch, when George lost to Ali, he wasn't on the jab. He punched himself like now. A lot of them. And he got with Charlie Shipes. And Charlie Shipes gave him the jab, the most important punch in boxing. Show me a boxer with a good jab. Show you a boxer that's hard to beat.
Larry Holmes.
Take us. I want you to stay right there.
Right.
Give us the detail about why the jab is the most important punch in boxing. Why is it the most important punch? Walk us through that.
The jab does so. You can use the jab to measure. You can use the jab to keep off. You can use the jab to keep your distance, to move. Whatever you want to do, because that's when you're moving your feet, you're moving your jab. What you want to do when you move your feet, you jab it that way. Because you don't really want to be when you punches, you want to be planted. And another thing I want to mention, like it's been the distance, and what I say about a jab, turning it over, throwing it. These guys be patent glove on that, and even in the statistics, they count them as jab. I don't know what that is, but that's not a jab. That's a jab. A jab is to keep him off, look at him, make you move, whatever. That's what makes sport. Whatever you throw combination, get there with a jab. Start off jabbing, you finish jabbing. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of people don't even know how to throw. These guys, a lot of these guys, I'm not going to say all of them, but the majority of these guys, watch their fight. I promise you. What you'll see, that's why I don't know who will win. I can't. Just like that, this fight came on last week when the guy, Riley Romero and whoever Romero now. I like name Riley Romero because it starts with an R. Roscoe. But anyway, that's what I'm at. Anyway, another guy got knocked. They weren't expecting to lose it because that guy been Haney. But he was also off for about a year or so. The PED. So and in my opinion, both of those guys are media boxers. So let me put it that way. They're not as worse as Jake Paul. But
oh boy.
Oh man, yeah.
They're not.
I do have a question. Getting back to George Foreman. At the time of his comeback,
right.
he was 45 years old. and he had been out of the ring for 10 years. What, as his trainer, was his biggest challenge being
No.
so advanced and being older than
No.
most fighters at that
Actually, okay.
Good
Yeah.
question.
Actually, when he came back, I wasn't.
time? Okay.
I was the sparring partner, the speed man.
Mm,
Was real fast. I wasn't the trainer. The man was Charlie Shy with Archie Moore. Those were trainers. I was around them. I knew how much they loved what I was doing, especially Archie Moore. And they loved George because I did my hit them, got out there with my jab, and they loved it. They would give me directions, something, and I'll follow them to the T.
okay. Sorry to get that wrong.
Yeah, but I didn't become the yeah, but I didn't become his trainer. It was right after more. They were gonna have like, called the birthday bash, and that's who it was gonna be between Larry Holmes and Big George. It was supposed to happen in Houston Astrodome and '98 or something like that. I been updated to Georgia train. Now I could sit around, but I could talk too. Most of the guys' information, all that knowledge from all those legends. So,
Right.
time I got George's trainer over Archie, over and I was the trainer. He and we went to training camp. They were Camp and George was supposed to fight. What happened? Oh, I hate it because y'all would have known me had they fought. Two legends,
Right.
and then I'm
Right.
training, and we knew what to do with Larry Holmes. The promoter gave George 10, signed George 10 million. Larry Holmes got 4 million. They got 10% of their purse. However, 25 was supposed to be in their respective bank account to the fight. So we doing everything. I traveling a little bit. Champ didn't leave in training camp. George didn't like leaving to go do some meeting. Of course, he knew he had to. But because just told me, once you're in shape, one day of training, it's going to take you 3 days to get back to where you were. So it was
Wow.
the mistake, and that's why I bring up my fight in training camp, doing the same, and were training camp was in Marshall. George grew up at. He had got 2,500 acres, and we were chopping trees out, running those roads and everything. Man, that was oh my god. Anyway, this one day, George's nephew, who was living with Champ down at the house, because Champ had either he had like a dorm rooms or separate rooms or a motel, but this particular motel. His nephew came knocking, and he says, I said, hey, what's going on? He said, time to go. The money's that broke my heart. The money wasn't in the bank like the promoter promised. So Champ just left it. And he said that time Don King still 250,000 from the island. So he said no. And the guy tried to. I don't know what kind of steps he took, but get him. But that's what the contract said. Go for anything else, do anything else. Champ. So that's
what Don
money in the bank.
So Don King was just swindling.
Go ahead.
Don King was swindling cats back then.
Say that one more time.
Question? I said Don King was swindling guys back then.
I wouldn't call him a swindler. I would call him a rude businessman. And that's sure of why he owed Champ money from Ali. He probably promised him, yeah, just sign it now, I'll give you 20 or whatever. And he got his 250,000. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, what Don does, okay, Rico and Ronnie, he might say, and Rico and Ronnie, y'all about to fight. I said, how much you want? Rico, if you want 5 million, okay, Ron, yeah, I want 5 million too. Okay, you 5 million. If Don King manages to get, don't get mad at him. And out of your 5 partners, you got to pay their per diem. You got to pay them from being there. That comes out of your money, Don King. Right. Don King's. So, Don King would do this, man. Some of them just take care of them. Some of them, Don King takes it out of the fighter's purse. So a lot of them didn't like that.
Which is their, so it's their expenses anyways. It's their own expenses. He not responsible for their expenses. They're responsible for their own expenses because they got to do their own training.
That's right. If they got to bring, see, Don King is promoting. You want to get back, you want to get in shape, you got to get, you know. So George paid us, and several different promoters, but George paid us. I mean, like every week we get a sum, and then after the fight he give us a big check. Of course, that's not from the promoter, and that's what you're supposed to do. You need them, the promoter.
That makes sense.
And a lot of people just trying to say that Don King businessman, and I'm gonna give him a crook, even though some of these guys are crooks. I mean, you know, Big, I say he held Tim Witherspoon off title, and but still promising him he was. Just Spoon was a pretty good fighter who gave Larry Holmes hell.
Yeah.
Pretty good fight. Yeah, and he didn't opportunity that he should have gotten.
So I got a question. You sent me some videos that I want to kind of share. I kind of want to share.
George came back after he.
So I got a question. I think you got a little delay. I said you actually sent me some training videos that I wanted you to walk us. I want you to walk us through. I was going to share it, and then you can kind of, I'm gonna let it play, you know, and then you kind of let us know what it was that we was watching. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna kind of put it on the screen here.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Roscoe, man, we're glad to have you on here, man. Thank you so much for this time, man.
No problem, man.
As we were talking about with the jabbing, you know, I mentioned Larry Holmes, but I can't forget Lennox Lewis. He was another one.
Can you guys see that video that I just had playing?
Tell you about Lennox Lewis. Okay.
I didn't see it, Rico.
You
No,
didn't see
I
it?
didn't see it.
Okay,
No.
hold on one second. All right, hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on one second. So I got it up here. Let me share. Let me see if I can get this window.
How am I up here by myself?
Yeah, I wonder what's going on. Yeah, those just tuning in. We're in the box. That's right.
All right, so you still not able to see. You able to see it now?
Mm-mm.
No.
All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. For some reason, man, it's not letting me load any of these up. Are you able to see the messages from George Foreman at all? You see anything here on screen?
No, just the guest video clips.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we just see the list.
All right. Let me see here.
Roscoe, do you want to tell us why he's getting that together about Lennox Lewis?
Hey, in my opinion, Lennox Lewis got everything you could teach in boxing. Good jab, good right hand, good 1-2, good footwork. The things you can't, heart and the chin. Of course, he didn't have a chin because he got knocked out by.
Yeah. I forgot his name. Oh. I know you talk.
Was it
Rockman, right?
Rockman?
Yeah,
Rockman?
Rockman.
Oliver McCall.
Oh, Oliver McCall.
Oliver McCall.
Yeah. And what's his name? Hakeem Rockman. Knocked him out too.
Rockman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me right on the chin, punch on the chin. Yeah. Because he didn't really have a chin. You catch Lewis, you can stop. But he being 6'8". How was he? 6'8", 7, 6'8",
6'8",
somewhere around
6'5",
there.
Yeah.
And he chin. And he could box. Yeah, if you could box, now if box and you're not scared, Tyson would be no trouble. And the Holyfield, and the one that stopped him, and one because since underestimated him, because he was. And if you look, yeah, the one everybody was surprised to first. They just knew he was going. something like a 25-1 underdog.
Yeah, Buster Douglas.
And,
Yeah.
Buster Douglas, right? Dropped him, and Don King and the count was too long, but it's long enough. If you drop somebody, and if you're standing right in front of them, over them, you won't start to count. You to the corner. You should know, and especially Mike Tyson, he should know to go to a neutral corner. But he took his time, that delayed the count. That's what happens. But Lennox Lewis Lennox Lewis, see Tyson, but everybody thought Lennox Lewis, he was used, they would call him quitter because he would normally go to stool. What I mean by that is sitting on the between rounds. Oh, that's it, oh man. He done that sometimes. And
Wow.
Tyson didn't really train. But Lennox Lewis, he lost his mother. His one of children's mom had gotten sick too. He'd go home. And motivation, man, and lose. He lost kids getting sick, mom's kid's mom, and he boxed. So that's what he done. Like I said, if you're not scared of Mike Tyson, and if you can box, but you can't be scared, no problem. Buster Douglas, Van Holy, and one of those other guys later in Mike's career.
So let me ask you this. You know, you just said you can't be scared. In your opinion, do you think that a lot of times when Mike was in his heyday, that the fight was pretty much over before he got to the ring because they were either intimidated or they were afraid, or he just had this reputation that a lot of times the fight was over before it even started? Would you agree with that?
I agree. Reason why? Mike in that ring and stand in front of him and stare at him. Don't move at him. Oh man, I don't want this guy hit me. Mike Tyson punch, but that wasn't the. He asked Evander Holyfield if Mike Tyson punched. His uppercut helped. Hurt. I'm sorry. Those other punches coming from the outside, but they wasn't like that uppercut. And Holyfield tell.
Hey, if you
George was the hardest guy here. Go ahead.
Roscoe, I was thinking too, if you think about
I didn't hear you. Think about what?
Thank you, froze.
It was a big guy in his career, Tony Tucker. Tucker, remember him?
Yeah, TNT Tucker, bad boy. Good.
Yeah, he would have won that. Yes, he could box.
6'5".
Yes.
Right.
6'5". Yeah.
If he wouldn't have dared. But what the reason why he got scared? The reason why he scared, he threw the right punch at Mike Tyson. That uppercut. It's up in the early round, first or second round. Damn to knock Mike Tyson off his feet. But Mike Tyson came back. And Tucker, well, I guess, man, he stood up to that. He can box. He was scared, but he
Yep.
didn't get knocked out. He lost the decision. He should have just kept on with
Right.
the uppercut. But I guess he thought he couldn't hurt Tyson, or he didn't hurt Tyson. You shook him, man. Corner should have
He sure did.
keep throwing the uppercut. Get forward. Yep.
So I'm gonna share a couple of I'm gonna share a couple of photos, and you kind of walk us through. I want to make sure I got them in order. I may not have them in order, but you can kind of direct me.
.23. Like I said, George, I'm one of the few people outside of the family. I'm one of the few people. I was telling Champ about mine, and he was complimenting me on him.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what that was all about. He didn't want me to tell anybody, so I didn't. I believe that's the first one is.
And they say, "Give mom my love, G."
Yeah, he was telling my mom, because I was going to see my mother or something, because sick, and I was going. Yeah, he always thought he called my mom on her birthday and everything. To get him ass and come one day, when it's not as hot, but yeah, because like, only point I'm trying to make with that, I talk with George often until it's real fatal.
Right.
I never, and because I believe I could have, I never asked George what was wrong, because his son told me what was wrong. But I should have asked George. But whatever his son told me, it had to be, because he ended up getting an infection in his lungs, and he had trouble breathing, hyperventilating, ventilator, and everything. And yeah, he was still coming to church, but he'd come in a wheelchair, and then I knew, but before that, he wasn't even showing up. He wasn't even live streaming. It was after the live streaming when he started talking to me to let me know. I didn't see him, but he sent a text. I'm in the hospital. Keep quiet about it. Keep it to yourself. Keep an eye on things. Yeah, but that's what it actually said. It said, yeah, keep quiet. Don't tell him.
Well, I know he'll be missed, man. He lived through
Really?
he lived through the 60 he lived through the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, that all up to 20, man. And
Right.
God was that was a blessing, a stellar career,
Yeah.
He was a great fighter. He was a great fighter, and he's responsible for making sure that I had great hamburgers during college.
Hey,
yeah.
I got
Let me tell you.
I got 3 of them grills in here right now.
Facts.
Oh man.
Yeah, we should have them too, definitely.
What's the thing?
Still use it.
See, and initially when I was with George, we were out in Atlantic City, and the grill people, the company name was Salton Maxim. They approached Champ, and we were out there in Atlantic City, probably after one of our training sessions. And they said, yeah, we got this grill we want you to endorse, but we can we can't give you anything now, but we can give you something down the line. And yeah, but he got it down the line. He really got paid. First he was going to say no, but then he didn't. He didn't go ahead and done it. And the rest is history, man. He made money off of that.
Facts.
What happened? Because whenever there was a change in the grill, they had to talk to Champ. So they wanted to go ahead and make their own changes when they wanted to. So that's why they bought him out, so they wouldn't have to contact him. That's why he got 137 million in cash and 137 million in stocks and stuff. Some rounding up close to 300 million. That's how he got that from the grill.
God
man, that was a nice lick, man.
And that's how a lot of people identify him now, the youngsters, by the grill. You remember the grill, man? Oh yeah. Nobody remember the boxer.
Oh no, yes we do.
We do.
He is the only boxer that has a unique blocking style. You could not hit him. His arm was so big, he hit you like a big old tree log hitting you. So
right.
There's been no other fighter that I know of like George Foreman. Even to this day, I mean, he had a unique blocking style. Like when you block punches,
right.
He was here.
Those who call it no, not right, not from there. Not from there, like this. From here. They call them lock.
Yeah.
And you gotta know how to punch out of there. Yeah. And Archie Moore was the originator of those.
Oh really?
Oh wow, really?
I ain't gonna lie. I used it a couple times when I was younger fighting. Boy, nobody can hit me. That's why I got it, bro. I'm like, what are you doing? I got to escape with George Foreman, boy.
Man.
Well, yeah, George was a good example as a Christian man too, as well, and that definitely helped motivate me.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Man, George. I hate he died, man. Man, he was a blessing to me. But it could be a blessing in disguise for me because I got all the knowledge and I'm one of the smartest trainers, period, around. You can argue, but I can show them that. I can, because some of this stuff, like I'm saying, okay, no, watch today's fighters again. They're throwing 3 and 4 punches and then stopping. Watch them. Watch any fight, any fight. The ones that don't throw 3 and 4. Now when I say 3 and 4, he bang, 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 bang. That's 6. That's not 6 punches. That's 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. You see too many I'm doing. I believe I got that Ron Lau fight and George Foreman in there.
Yes, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Right, well, watch at the end. Bang, 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 bang. They can't do that. They can't do this. And that's on one of my videos. That's a whole lot of these boxers can't do. So punches and punches.
So,
and, a lot of guys fight now. I want to teach it, but if you want me to teach you, you gotta pay me, because I'm not away for free. And like I said,
say that.
Roscoe, tell me this, man. Do you want to put your telephone number on screen if people want to get in touch with you? What number do you want to text me? Take the time, text me on your phone. What number you want me to load up on the screen for you?
Or go on Boss Boxing on Facebook. Boss Boxing or Roscoe Hill III. There go my Boss Boxing video. George endorsed it. He endorsed everything done. Everything George I done. George. So that's what I'm saying. That him passing might be the blessing in disguise. I'm on Facebook. Boss Boxing. I can give you let's see, man, but I got so many people calling me.
Well, no, I'm
Because of
gonna
my age, I
put your Facebook. I'm gonna put your Facebook man name up here so people can know. That's it right here. Just put in Roscoe Hill on
right,
Facebook,
yeah.
and
Roscoe
you're gonna see.
Roscoe Hill
And
III. Yeah, I'm the third.
matter of fact, I'm gonna put this up right here so people can see your actual page.
Okay.
Hold on one second here.
See, I don't have much of the stuff the page. Reason being,
No,
that
that's
was
all
between
good.
George and myself.
No, that's good. I just
But
want to make
now,
sure.
hey,
I want
you
to
let it go, cause like I said,
All right, so can you guys see that? That is his page right there. So if you go to Facebook, just put in Roscoe Hill III. It's Roscoe Hill III. And I didn't take the third. Let me correct that.
yeah, around the first two pictures. Well, I know one of them is when I was inducted into the Houston Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh
The
man,
one over
congratulations
to
on
the
that.
Congratulations.
thing. Yeah, man. But hey, I thank God for let me meet George and getting all that knowledge. Like I said, I got the knowledge. I'm willing to train guys. I would like to train even Anthony Joshua. Dante. I talked to Dante Robinson. Dante trained. He said they got their team. Their team get knocked out. Got knocked out twice in a row because he got tired. I don't think he got their team. He got knocked out too. Well, he lost to Joe Parker. Joe Parker almost knocked him out in the last round. The Chinese guy stopped him in the fifth round. And Tyson Fury, after the second two times, knocked him out. Dante Wilder, I'm too tired. Let me show you breathe. That's what I want. He said he got a team. I said, okay. I put my knowledge up against anything. Because
Well,
I know he got Malik, because that's the one from up on Facebook, actual trainer, man. But it ain't working. He don't. Dante Wilder still don't know how to have. And I sent my video
So
to
let
him.
me ask you this.
Oh, yeah, the video. Go ahead.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this real quick. While we still got a few more. What are your thoughts on Clarissa Shields and any of the other women that are in boxing right now? What are your thoughts on them?
Well, Clarissa Shields go back because she's not a boxer back. A whole lot of them just starting. I haven't really watched too many of the women boxers. Too much of Clarissa Shields. Because most of the fights are lopsided. Yeah. I believe she did. I believe she did fight that. Y'all remember Ronda Rousey, who was supposed to be in all everything?
Yeah, Ronda
She
Rousey.
got in the ring
Yeah.
with that boxer. Yeah, she and at one time everybody was talking about her fighting Floyd, and I said that's crazy. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
Ronda
yeah, that's real
Rousey
crazy.
bought a girl that could box and beat her down. The girl beat Ronda Rousey down. From the first punch, Ronda Rousey said she was dizzy. Yeah, she can't fight her. Do that MMA to a boxer, and this girl has a background, and she just beat up I believe that girl boxed Clarissa, and Clarissa beat her too. I believe I was saying that just to say that was Clarissa's toughest challenge that I know of, really. Yeah.
Well, we got
yeah.
a.
I mean, you know.
Well, we only got like a couple more minutes, Roscoe, and we want to do this. We usually do the game called 10. I don't know why we got this kind of feedback, but We
Okay.
usually do a game. We usually do a game called 10, and let me explain the game to you.
Right.
What 10 is, we're gonna give you 2-word choices. You choose the first word that come to mind from that choice. Okay, and then tell us why. If you want to tell us why, you can. If you don't want to tell us why, so an example would be like French fries or hamburger. And you like, okay, well, I prefer hamburgers over French fries, sort of like that. All right. So we got 10 that we're gonna go. So we got 10 that we're gonna go through. So you ready? You ready to go?
Ready like Freddy.
All right, let's do it. Power or speed? Power or speed?
Power or speed? I have to go speed because you get
which
power
one
with
out of the
speed. No, I would have to go with speed.
Offense or defense? I got you. Offense or defense? Coach or dad? Coach or dad?
I'm gonna have to go with dad.
All right. Old school or new school?
Oh.
Talent or hard work?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow, that's a good one. Because I always say hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna go with hard work. I'm gonna go with hard work.
All right. Youth or experience?
Woo! I'm gonna have to go with experience because youth is wasted on the young.
All right. Faith or grit?
Faith, no question.
Mind or body?
Mind.
Legacy or money?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. You can't choose.
Legacy or money?
Yeah, legacy or money. Would you rather have a legacy? Would you rather have money?
Because with the legacy, I can get money. So give me the legacy.
Heavyweight or flyweight?
Get big fellas.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, that's what it
I
is.
wanna
10. Hey, we appreciate you playing that little game. Hey,
Yes, sir.
You want to start? We'll start with you, D-Ray. We're going to start with you, D-Ray, and then go to Run. And then any last words, man, that y'all want to share before we get up out of here?
Hey, this has been such an informative podcast. I am so honored to have met you, Mr. Hill, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do in the future, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
All right, yeah, because I'm froze up over here. Okay, well, hey, look, hey, Mr. Hill, hey, it's been a pleasure having you on. The history that you've given us, and hey, much success to you. And I'm looking forward to seeing God bless you in what you're doing. Thank you for your time.
And as always, Mr. Hill, we appreciate you. You always got me on speed dial as you do. You blow me up when you want something, because I do chauffeur for Mr. Hill. I do take him to the airport when he called me and stuff. Matter of fact, that's how we clicked up. He was on the way catching the plane going out of town. both times in the car with me, he was on the phone with Champ. You know what I'm saying? The last time Champ calling while we was in the car, I was taking him to the airport, man.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that's when
how
I
I
was going
ended
to the Olympics.
up.
Yeah, I was going to the Olympics then.
But man, I appreciate you. Thank you for spending this time on the broadcast. And hey, listen, if you haven't had an opportunity to subscribe, please subscribe, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Me, D-Ray, the producer, and DJ Run and Run. We back full force. We got more shows coming. We got some other hot guests coming to you. I had to bring him back on because the champ just passed away. And we kind of want to just bring it back on again. And just to show him love and appreciate him, man, for
yes, we do.
Just being Jesus, genuine guy, man. He he a genuine guy, man. He don't even let me put his bag in the back of the car for him, man. I like you, man. You royalty, man. So yeah, like man. Also, we want to appreciate you, man. So listen, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you can't, everybody hang on.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Hey, listen, we appreciate you guys for checking us out. And as always, we're on every Monday, and we're on every Monday, man, at 8:00 Eastern Time, 7:00 Central. All right, you guys have a great day.
Good night. Peace.
All right, take care, guys.